Hey Jet says, I just heard you ask, where the hell's Harrow? Well, I'll show you where Harrow is. Right, Harrow. Well, there's Horsham, Victoria, Narracourt, South Australia, Penola, South Australia, Caston and Coleraine, Victoria, Harrow, there's a little dot just there. I recommend a little place to go to on the banks of the Glenelg River. Now jet setters, I'll just gone for a bit of a walk along where the oval is. Just keep an eye out for wiggly sticks this time of the year. They should be still asleep, but it could be a bit on the move. I'm just wandering around. I just walked up past here and I haven't seen a soul. There's so many campsites along here. Absolute bliss. Fantastic. Hopefully the misso hasn't thought I've got up and left her. But I'll just turn you around and show you where I'm looking. That's where I've been. But here we go. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Better get back to the squeeze. Okay, jet setters. Been for a bit of a walk over that direction, and some awesome campsites there, let me tell you. And come over for a bit of a drive and a bit of a walk this way. I'll just let you have a look. Now there, oops, that's where the possum lives up in the trees. That's all where the non-powered section is. I'm not going to go right down there to buggery. I'm getting a bit hungry. So we'll go up over here. Now just for what it's worth, the cost of what I'm about to say, I don't know. You'll have to ring in, find out at the Harrow Information Centre, ring up the pub, ring up whoever. Harrow it's called. Harrow, Western Victoria, Victoria. But there is 2 cabins here. What they're worth a night, a week, I don't know. The sites for the powered sites, there is powered sites with water, I don't know how much. You'll have to ring up and find out. But one thing's for sure, the squeeze and myself and young Charlie are coming back here. That is for certain. That is for certain. So anyway, as we speak, that's what I'm looking at there now. What I'm going to do now is go back around. My worms are biting, and I've got some pretty bloody big worms. So I'm going to go back around the other side where the oval is, and there's electric barbecues there. So we're going to sit down and have a masticate on some dinner. I don't know what the squeeze has got with us, but we're going to have a lovely meal, aren't we, dear? Yes. Yes, dear. Okay then. See you around there. Hurry up. Here we are around at the oval. Now the squeeze tells me that it's $8 unpowered and $15 for powered, and there's shower and toilet, and there's a free washing machine. But I think it's to do when you have powered sites. So the best thing to do would be find the number, found the sign. I'll turn you around, the camp fees and the phone number. Jot that down, jet setters. Now the squeeze got onto the campsite on the website, so that's where she got the prices from. But and here, while we're on that, here's the couple. Oh, excuse me, couple of cabins. Here's the cabins. Now, no one in it at the moment. I don't know whether you can see in there or not, but pretty standard. But I want to have a bit of a look myself. Not bad. And this is the view, what you wake up to, or if just off the side, just here, through there, you got caravan site. So you have a powered site, if you wish, you can go up through there and check that out. How cool is that, dudes? Hey? And that's where we were there before. Hey. You'd be able to murder a fish in there quite easily. Well, if not, drown a worm. Hey, Blake, you stay here. You heel up. Heel back. Good boy. And this is the kitchen, the camp kitchen. It's pretty simple. There's a squeeze over there, getting something to eat. They've got a whole heap of bees hanging around the front of the car. They're too heavy. Yeah. Anyway, this is the grassed area, the free camp area on the grass. Just a gentle walk to the pub. Now, I've been told, I know in certain terms, put this on your bucket list. That's the Sound and Light Show in Harrow. They go through different places in and around the town, and just give you a bit of an idea. No, I won't say anything. I'll let you work it out. As they go through the town, you wake up. You'll have a fantastic fun with laughter. Jokes have been told along the way. The cemetery, what you go through. Now, you'll have to book in, because I've been led to believe it's only once a month. So you need to ring their information centre at Harrow to find out when it's on. But like I said before, I got told if you want to do it, come down with 3 or 4 of you in a van, in caravans, and book in, because you won't get a seat unless you do. They've even got the got a grocery store. All that stuff working. Yeah, I suppose it is. Couldn't work out why my mic wasn't working before. I had the out plugged into the in and in plugged into the out. Didn't work. So I think it's working now. Right, looks like grocery store, come Butlow, but I don't think they'll sell alcohol anymore. Well, who knows? Don't know. Here we go.
It's $70 per person, including 2-course meal and the live show.
You read that out again, please?
The Sound and Light show is $70 per person, including 2-course meal and light show.
Okay, you heard that straight from the cook. $70, but you get 2-course meal and the Sound and Light show.
Yep.
There it is there. How often does it say?
It's once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a little bit of fun and games going on there. Okay, I got told about it, so it is a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Rightio. Cat's out of the bag. $70 a head, but you get a 2-course meal. That's not too bad. With the entertainment as well. You don't get that at Harrow. I wouldn't mind a beer.
Okay.
Wouldn't mind a beer.
A beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Now it's a bit hard to see inside, dudes. but it's got a sign on the outside saying baker's shop, but it's not really a baker's shop, it's an art studio. Oh geez, that's not bad. Just check that out. It was the baker shop. A bit hard to see inside. Well, I don't know who the artist is, but
built in the 1930s on this
yeah.
site.
Just check that out, Debbie. Bloody excellent.
Yeah.
Nearly as good as me. Yeah, doesn't matter what town you go to, is it? There's always some sort of memorial hall of a or cenotaph of a of the Great War, 1914 to 1919, and there's always not always operational, but there's always an RSL type building trying to look after the diggers, sailors, airmen when they come back from active service. Just goes to show the how the community used to get together, and you know, the good old mateship, camaraderie. It's fantastic. G'day jet setters. Right, I'm at the Harrow Hermitage Hotel, and they've been really kind to me. I've had a beer, so look out, anything could happen. But I've been allowed to go into a couple of these rooms just to have a look. So come along for a ride, jet setters, and we'll wander into here. This is up the passageway through there. That goes up to a few more rooms, and come down into these rooms down and through here. This one here is a double bed if you put them together, but it's come standard as two singles. That's quite a spacious little room. Right. Hey, this is pretty good. And I love the way it feels. You know, at the moment, guys, there's, I think it's about, I don't know, let's say about 28 degrees outside, and it feels quite cool inside. I love the way they've got the old type switches, and I dare say the bathroom and toilets down the hall, yeah, down to where we look. So that was just one of the rooms. Guess what goes on here? Another saddling paddock. Swing you around. That's saddling paddock. When you're allowed to do that sort of work. Oh, check that out, jet setters. Hey, you got a room with a view. Hey dudes, if I didn't have a family thing to go to tonight, I reckon I'll be spending the night here. This is pretty cool. And guess what? The beer's cold, and Mrs. says the wine's pretty good too. And I'm not won't say the prices of the wine. I've already had a beer and a wine, and I'd rather drink here than some of the places where I'm from. Anyway, another one of the saddling paddocks. Hey, what else could you want? Still another room with a view. We won't go out there. But I understand there's about 14, 16 rooms. I'll just ask the lady in a minute. 16 rooms? 14 rooms are right the first time. Hey, jet setters, and if you're doing it wrong, they'll go get bear onto you. You've got to lay down so he licks you to death, I think. But I'm not going to try that either. Okay, see yous. And when you come down for your nightcap, coming down's quite easily. Going up might be a bit of a problem. The front bar, I'll say that again, this is the front bar of the Harrow Hermitage Hotel. Too bad. Just talking to a local guy here, and he's been here for how many years?
70.
70 years, so he's only just past local stage, and he says he might stay here. Hey jet setters, now I'll I said before about the sound and light show, the humour what they've got on the light show, sound and light show. It's pretty good. And how I could prove that is I've come across this graveyard. Let's go through it one at a time, and you'll work it out, the humour of this here. So it's called the Harrow Boneyard. Must be a true story. I'm stuck, eh? Huh? Hey, he should have called his mother, don't you think? Yes. Too many ports, he reckons. One up here in the background, up here. Question mark. Is he dead yet? Yeah. Moan a lot. Told you I was sick. Yes. That just gives you a bit of an idea of the humour in and around the place, especially on this sound and light show. It's pretty good, it really is. Now I went down the shop down the end. He's a bit of an entrepreneurial. He builds into bicycle repairs and into sellings. Check this one out. Hey, for sale, one owner. At least the owner's not there. It'll be right, I suppose. You buy your own pine box. Yeah, that one there might be for me. Geez, that one's a tall dude. Yeah, holy hell.
Get the lay out on the...
Lay out the table, get all the measurements, and they can wheel you off.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
I won't go behind that curtain, it might be something that
Yeah.
I want to see.
Hey, jet setters, I'm in just across the road from the pub in Harrow. It's a museum come history walk with the largest private collection of John Bradman's memorabilia. And the beauty about that is, I was just talking to the gentleman here that if you went through here, say 4 or 5 years ago, you think, oh yeah, I've seen that. Well, about time you come back, because the gentleman who owns it all, he has the largest nearly in Australia, at least in South Australia anyway. And he'll have, so this dude in Adelaide, he owns that much. When he comes back down through Harrow, he says, oh, well, that's been here for a while. He takes that and puts something else new in. So if you come through here 2 or 3 years ago, you've seen it, think again, more than likely it's all been changed. And this is in a little place called Harrow. And hey, jet setters, trend setters, okay, still in Harrow, and I've nailed down Josie, and we're at the Harrow Discovery Centre. And she's going to give a short and sharp brief on the Discovery Centre.
Hello, I'm Josie Sangster and I manage the Harrow Discovery Centre, also known as the Johnny Muller Interpretive Centre. This is a museum that tells the incredible story of Unaraman, Johnny Muller, and the first 11 of 1868, who were in fact the first team to ever represent Australia abroad. They were a group of Aboriginal men from this district, from as far west as the South Australian border and as far east as Balmoral and Tolondo. They were a group of Wodjabolic and Gunditjmara men that made up the first cricket team to go to England in 1868. This is a statue of Unaraman, Johnny Muller, who proud Wodjabolic Jadwajali man who was from Harrow, the star all-rounder of that team. He lived the rest of his life in Harrow and played for the Harrow Cricket Club, including one match for Victoria in 1879 at the MCG against the English Lord Harris's team. He's one of Australia's finest cricketers going back to the 1860s. He died in Harrow in 1891 and is buried in the Harrow Cemetery. The team of men, as I said, came from this country, and this is a photograph of them here at the MCG in February 1867. This here is Ornaraman, Johnny Muller, Dick, Johnny Cousins, Bullocky, Harry Rose, Redcap, Peter, Jellicoe, Charlie Rose and or King Cole Tarpot in front of the original members pavilion at the MCG. This photograph is taken on February the 9th, 1867. This part of the early part of the entrance of the museum tells the story of how life was for the people of this country, starting from how life used to be to the Australian Felix tour of Major Mitchell that came through, across the river just north of Harrow, where Major Mitchell mapped out some fine farming land for settlers to come in. With that, we tell the story of how the Aboriginal people were displaced, sent off to missions and or got jobs on the stations that were then set up as shearers, rabbiters or domestic staff. This interaction with the white settlers who played cricket introduced them to the game of cricket. So it was that interaction that started, cricket matches not dissimilar to what we do in the backyard or on the beach, scratching out a pitch on the front paddock, whacking in a few sticks for stumps and having a game of cricket, which involved everybody on station. And it soon became apparent to the white settlers that had been playing cricket for years that the Aboriginal men that were in the team playing were outstanding because of all the skill sets and abilities that enabled these people to evolve over 60,000 years plus, applied to the game of cricket, made them outstanding cricketers. And that is how they formed a team. All the stations formed a team that included these, and that was the beginning of Aboriginal cricket in Western Victoria. At the museum, you'll be taken on a journey which will put you on a ship that will take you 3 months to get to England. All aboard.
Mr. Williams, do we have the last of the passengers on board?
That's the last of them, sir. All safely aboard.
He will listen, we shall proceed under concerts alone after we clear the heads. And, Mr. Williams, no pipes mind, we don't want to draw undue attention.
You will then arrive in England, where we tell the story of what happened to the first 11, how they played, how they conquered, and the sadness that was endured. They played 47 matches, won 14, lost 14, and drew 19. And then we bring you to the Bradman room, where we also have on display the Muller Medal, which has been introduced by Cricket Australia, which is awarded to the best player, or man of the match as it used to be called, the player of the match of the Boxing Day Test. This here is the medal that will be awarded at this year's Boxing Day Test. It is in the room with a substantial collection of Bradman, Donald Bradman memorabilia, and some implements that used to belong to Johnny Muller. It's a significant room.
As I understand it, jet setters, the building I'm going to show you now is one of the few, if not the oldest, jails in Victoria, built back in the 1860s. Well, there you go. Built in 1859 from locally sawn logs by police until 1869. Alright, so just be able to get into it, we still can. There we go. Let's hope this lighting's good enough for you dudes. I haven't got a bloody torch. How's that, jet setters? Check out the bed. Hey? I don't think they would have even had a bed in here, to be honest. Well, it's 28 degrees outside and it's really comfy in temperature wise, I'm meaning. Now the cell. Now I haven't got a lot of information about this apart from what I've already said. I'll try and do the hunt on it for you. Yeah, I suppose I needed a bit of a lock up to try and keep everybody under control. Next to the jail, they say it's the site of the Cobb and Co coach, where they used to come and change their horses and or rest the ponies before they often go again. Just one of the cottages they restored in 1990. A little bit about what the life bit on the other side. Now I'm not going to do another room. Look, I'm not going to show you all this. Do you know why I'm not going to show you it all? Because I reckon you dudes, you've got to come down here to Harrow and have a look for yourself. Clane Cottage, this one, next to the old jail, which is next to where the Cobb and Co coach used to do the horses. I better shut the door because it says please shut door, but then it says open, so you know. There we go. Do as I'm told. That's what my wife tells me all the time. Do as I'm told. That's it from Dirty Socks. That's Harrow, as I see it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. It was an eye-opener for me. The squeeze and myself, definitely coming back. Down by the river. Oops, I'm going to drop the camera then. Just off to my right, the Glenelg River. Definitely coming back here. But just before we actually end the video, remember when I did the Connie William, where my great grandfather and my wife's ancestors possibly met? Well, we're doing a bit of a Chinese, along the Chinese trail through to Bendigo, and just thought we'll pick out different little towns along the way where the Chinese could have stopped and where they were, how they made their significance. Well, just in behind me there now is where the Chinese, when they come down through this way, they set up their market gardens down through there. And I was just talking to a historian back there in Harrow, and said they were quite good at the fact. And there's a little bit of a history there on it. I didn't want to go back into it too much because that leads me to another video. But anyway, thanks jet setters and trendsetters. The joke of the day, what can I say? I was in the pub there just having a blowing the froth off one or two, and I seen this German Shepherd in the corner licking his things, and I said to the missus, "Geez, wish I could do that." She said, "Well, give him a biscuit, he might let you."